Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And today I'm going to be going over a subject I didn't think needed to be gone over, but sadly we are here. It's how to pack and ship cards. And so the story is that I have ordered a lot of singles recently, and the way some of these were packaged and sent to me frightened me, frankly. Lots of packaging where the card is not in a top loader securely, and there is tape exposed to the card, which can damage the card. And I know USPS's mailing system is not gentle with cards at all. Like, I used to work for them. It's rough. But figured I would go over the pricing first. So let's go over that, right? First up, you're going to have to get some sleeves. I personally prefer Dragon Shield for everything. However, I also open ETBs, and some of those ETB sleeves are garbage, but great to ship in, because you're not playing with them. They just need to keep the thing protected, right? So, yeah, you can go with ETB sleeves, but we're going with the pricing of Dragon Shield sleeves, standard matte sleeves, nothing fancy, right? They're $12.49 on the Dragon Shield website, and you get 100 sleeves in there, and that's 13 cents per sleeve. Next up, you're going to need a top loader to put the sleeved card into, right? And a top loader off Ultra Pro's website is $8, $7.99 to be exact. And you get 25 top loaders in there, and that's 32 cents per top loader, so the total for one shipped card so far is 45 cents. Envelope. Envelope's going to be the next thing you're going to want, right? You got to put it in an envelope to mail it. It makes sense, right? And these are the envelopes I use. They're $2 and you get 100 of them, right? It's super great to use, super easy. They're a bit smaller than normal letter envelopes, but they work, right? And especially how I fold paper, which I will show you at the end. But we're talking 2 cents per envelope. So our grand total is 47 cents to ship a card. Next up, you're going to have to get stamps, right? And right here, this is from USPS's website, where you can buy stamps. A sheet of 20 stamps is $14.60, which breaks out to 73 cents per stamp, as it says right there. And we're going with the forever stamp, because if stamp prices increase, a forever stamp can still be used regardless of the price you bought it for. So forever stamps are pretty awesome. And yeah, 73 cents each. Our grand total is $1.20. Next up, you're going to need a slip of paper. A slip of paper, you're also going to need a printer and ink. I am not going to price out a printer and ink here, but you know, most people have that, and if you don't, that's something to invest in, right? You can get a printer on like Walmart clearance for what, $30, and then you just buy ink for it occasionally. Yeah, so here it is. 500 sheets of paper comes out to 1 cent per page. It was like 0.01147 or something. I rounded to 0.1 or 0.01. Holy cow. So that's 1 cent each. New total is $1.21 plus your printer and the printer ink, right? Okay, so with that said, $1.21 shipping to ship a card, right? So let's go ahead, jump over here, right? Here we've got some cards, we've got some sleeves, we got some top loaders, we got some envelopes, and I got a sheet of paper right here, and we got stamps, right? Now I'm not going to put the stamp on the envelope, that'd be a waste of an envelope, right? But what we've got is a card, right? Simple card. I'm using this Spirit Tomb with the Play Pokemon logo on it. Super awesome. And I'm going to slide this into a sleeve, like so. It's pretty standard, right? That's what you do. That's how it works. Alright? But now we got to put it in the top loader. And what I've been seeing a lot is they'll take this, where the opening's at the top of the card, you see? The opening's there. And then they load it bottom first. Right? That's not what you're supposed to do. You flip that thing around. It is called a top loader. You load the top of it first. Sorry, shaky hands. So that way the opening of the sleeve is in the top loader, and on the opening of the top loader is the closed part of the sleeve. That makes sure the card is safe, right? Some people might not feel safe with this, and they'll want to put a little piece of Scotch tape here. That's fine. Don't use packaging tape. You don't need to seal off the entire bottom. Just one small strip of it would do you just fine. I don't do that even. I just use my piece of paper, right? Normally I would print out a order slip, but I don't want to expose someone's address here, so I'm just going to use this blank piece of paper. And there's this nice perforated edge here on the paper. When you print out, there's like a spot that you're supposed to cut, right? That's supposed to be the address, and you tape that on the front. I don't do that. I just write the address on the front. But what I do is I use that cutoff point, right, to line up my card, and then I just keep folding over, over, over. Did you notice how with this top loader I put the closed piece on the outside of this paper, right? That is making sure that this card is not going to leave protection. And the last thing I do is I fold this over like so, right? Just gotta get some of the kinks out, and look at that. It's super nice, super protected. Over here's the opening to the top loader, so you know the card's not going to slide out too far, and if it does, it's still going to be protected by the paper, right? And then you just put that in this envelope, which is smaller than normal size, right? And I like that because it's more for card size, where a longer envelope, that's going to be more empty space that might cause issues in USPS's machines, right? So all I do is I seal that up, slap a stamp on there, and I'm done. Like, I don't get how that's difficult at all, right? Ah! That's from an old thing. Let me get rid of those, sorry. Yeah. That's how you basically ship out a card on a site like TCG Player, like I do on TCG Player, and I have 100% 5-star ratings, right? Now, I don't have thousands of reviews like a lot of other people, but I still care, right? I'm still making sure the card is protected, all for $1.21 per card. Now, I gotta go update my shipping numbers because I was shipping everything for $1, and apparently I'm losing money doing that. So I'm gonna go do that real quick, before this video comes out even. But I hope this was informative. If you want to start selling cards on TCG Player or some other site, this is a nice, clean way to ship out cards, to protect cards as much as possible. And the great thing is that when people order multiple cards, that now changes the math, but you don't need multiple top loaders. You don't need a top loader for every single card. You don't need its own sleeve for every single card. I would say 2 cards per sleeve, 2 sleeves per top loader, sort of thing. But yeah, there's great ways that you can, provide the support and provide the protection that these cards need, that they should have, for very cheap. And I hope I addressed that today, and I hope you found this informative. And hey, if this encourages you to sell cards on one of those websites, great. Like, I think that's fantastic. That's a revenue stream for you to funnel back into your hobby. That's kind of what I'm doing. And yeah, I think it's a great move. So thank you so much for watching. If you would, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell notification so you know when I go live, which should be later today. Just so I can get some engagement on this. This can go out further than most of my videos and get to the people that actually need to hear this, right? Get to the people that are shipping these cards in very poor manners, where tape is exposed to the card, and if the card just slides a bit, it can damage the card and all that stuff. And of course, I do need to shout out the Discord, though. Check out the Discord. Awesome Jank players in there. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.